Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Aterian Incorporated. This is ticker symbol ATER, and this is a stock that we have actually talked about on this channel before, almost exactly about a month ago. I believe my last video came out for them on August 9th. Today is September 13th. And last time we talked about this stock, it was much lower than the $16.20 that it is right now. And just in a single day today, this stock is up right around 36%. We're intraday right now, so it's been kind of moving all over the place, you know, opening at 14.26, going up to intraday highs of 18.83, now down to 16.38. But again, I mean, look at this chart over the past month. It's just been going up and up and up and up and up. But in the past 6 months, it's been going down and down and down. So the graph is all over the place. This whole story is crazy. We're going to be talking about why this stock's up today, what it's been doing over the past month, and maybe what this means going forward into the future for ATER as well. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We recently just passed like 1,100 subscribers. You know, 2,000 is a big goal. We're trying to hit that down the road. That would be awesome. We can get there a little bit faster if you guys click that button. And check out the link in the description below for Robinhood and Webull if you guys are interested in signing up and getting some free stocks for yourselves. With that being said, let's get right into this video today. Again, this is what the year-to-date graph has looked like for ATER. It's almost getting back, honestly, right now to the point where it started the year at 1720. Right now we're at 16. Where I want to talk about is this part right here. August 6th, it was at $8.23, and then on Monday, August 9th, I believe this was the day that the earnings report came out, and this thing dropped from $8.23 to $5.49. It continued to drop and drop with the bottom looking to be right around, I mean the 52-week low is $3.04, so that was as low as it got. And now, in just over a month, about 35 days, this thing has gone from $3.12. I mean, this is less than a month. This is August 20th. It went from $3.12 to right around $16 today. And I know when I posted that video, there were a lot of people saying that they were buying the dip, a lot of people saying that they were loading up some shares. And I hope you guys did, and I hope you guys held them, because if you bought at 3, 4, 5, if you bought at 8, you are in such a good spot in just a month. So congratulations if you did do that. That would be absolutely awesome. You know, I hope people are able to make some money. I want to see you guys winning. I want to see everybody winning. I want to see, people getting these big run-ups, catching these big plays, making these big moves. And, I report on stocks that drop big too, and I hope you guys aren't getting caught up in those. But, I think this was very good. Now, again, if you don't remember that Q2 earnings for Aterian, a lot of what was happening to them is they were a stock that did very well during the pandemic. You know, they were really big in e-commerce. They were getting a bunch of sales. Business was booming. And then things just started to slow down a little bit. They were projecting, as the world starts to reopen, as the world starts to go back to normal, that their future projections weren't going to be too good, that their future growth numbers were not going to be too good. And that's what sent the stock tanking. And also a big thing was also increased, shipping costs, supply costs, everything like that we're seeing really all over the stock market in a lot of different companies in a lot of different industries right now. But again, just because bad news comes out, just because some stuff comes out and the stock starts tanking, if you're in the mindset of buying low and selling high, that can be awesome opportunities. Now, again, at the time, I wasn't saying that Aterian was a good buyer, that I knew it was going to be a good buyer, that I knew it was going to rocket back up or anything like that. But I was at least telling people to dive into it more, to find out what they think, to see if maybe there is an overreaction in the market. Because, again, we see overreactions on the upside all the time. Look around the stock market. There's so many stocks. There's so many companies that are overpriced, and people point them out all the time. People, people think that those are pretty easy to identify, that the stock market is overreacting on the upside, or overreacting to growth potential, or overreacting to good news, or whatever. Well, guess what? The exact same thing happens on the downside as well. So if you see people overreacting to bad news, if you see stocks that are overly beaten down, that can be a very interesting time. That can be a very interesting play. And that's all I was saying. And I think some other people thought that as well, because again, people were buying ATER at $3, at $4, at $5, and they've been able to 2.5x, 3x, 4x their money in a month. And that's absolutely awesome. So again, if you did that, congrats. But another big key point there is when a stock is beaten down, when a stock is oversold, when a stock has terrible earnings come out, when a stock is looking like it's in the gutter, when it's looking like it's done, we know that in this market, we know what happens. It doesn't always happen, but they're at least a candidate for short sellers to come out and try and profit off the slow bleed out, the slow downfall. And I think that's definitely what happened. You know, again, you see a graph like this, you know short sellers are loving this. It's going from 37 down to 25, down to 15, down to 8, down to 3. You know there's people out there making a killing the whole way down. And then once it's at $8 and a terrible earnings report comes out and it shoots down even lower, you know there's more short sellers. Just like when people buy in late, people buy in after all the hype, there's bad short sellers that get in too late, that start selling too late, that get in after the bad news has already come out. And in this market, in 2020, 2021, the market we're in right now, we know that when a ton of short sellers come out, social media is going to get involved, and there's going to be the potential for a short squeeze. There's going to be talk of a short squeeze, and a lot of people are saying that that is what's happening with ATER right now. They have here the short squeeze watch, what to know as investors push ATER stock higher. This is from investorplace.com. ATER stock is on the move again today as the meme stock rally continues to send shares higher on Monday. There's no recent news that investors need to know about with ATER on the rise. Instead, retail traders have targeted the stock for a short squeeze. As more traders pile in, shares of the stock are getting pushed much higher. Before this most recent short squeeze kicked off, ATR was trading below a fair bit below the $10 per share mark. I don't know. However, shares have been seeing great growth these last few days and trading in the $17 range as of this writing. Of course, traders will continue to be careful about jumping into ATR stock. It is completely possible we'll see shares fall again, and that could leave some investors stuck holding the bag. So again, the big thing here to point out is that this stock is up 36% in the day today, almost pushing 40% today, and there's no news. You know, there's nothing going on. There's no reason for it to be pushing that higher, and that's when people are going to be talking about short squeezes. Again, when you look at the chart, when you look at the news, when you look at the graph, when you understand what has been going on at this company, you understand that it is going to be a very, very big target for short sellers. You understand that it's going to be a very, very big target for short squeeze. And again, when you see something like this that's up, 306% in a month, you know that's probably not organic. You probably know it's not normal. You probably know, unless the business model vastly changed, unless they had some really, really good news come out, unless they developed some kind of crazy new product or got into a new industry or something like that, you're probably not going to see 300% gains in a month, again, especially after we know that right here, right before August 13th, some bad news came out for ATR, a terrible earnings report, downgrades of future growth and all that came out. But it is interesting, and it does make an interesting point that sometimes when things are beaten down, when things are oversold, when the market is overreacting to bad news, be looking for plays, be looking for entry points, be looking for opportunities to buy the dip. And this thing went from 8 to 3 in a day. That's not, like, I don't think 300% in a month, is healthy or sustainable, but I also don't think going down 60% in a day like it did before is healthy or sustainable either. So, right now when I'm looking at ATR and it's at $16, it's above where it was before that earnings report came out. It's sitting at levels that we haven't seen, really since June. I'm not interested in the stock at this point, but I don't think we should overreact on the high side either. It might be a little overvalued at this point, but that doesn't mean a month ago it couldn't have been undervalued. And yeah, that's just what I want to say. I want to talk about this company today. It's popping. People are gonna be wondering what's going on. That's what's going on with ATER. Again, not necessarily any news, but definitely a very, very good short squeeze candidate. Who knows when the squeeze is going to end? So be careful out there for sure. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about ATER stock. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to save today and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.